I'm attempting to do something that is entirely overdone. I know it and I don't care. I'm trying to breed a new world record for the hottest pepper in the world. Dethrone the Reaper. Here's how I'm doing it. I noticed a pattern which many other people have also noticed, which is if you cross distantly related peppers, sometimes through the shuffle of genes, you can create something that is even hotter than if you were to cross, closely related peppers. And why that is could be that you are able to add together similar genes that are on different chromosomes, where perhaps a Trinidadian pepper might have the same type of capsaicin production gene on its second chromosome, but perhaps a pepper from Bangladesh, that's another super hot, might have that on its fourth chromosome. And if you can cross those, then instead of exchanging one number 2 chromosome with different number 2 chromosome, you're instead adding one number 2 chromosome with a number 4 chromosome. I don't know, I'm trying to figure out a better way of explaining this, but crossing distantly related peppers sometimes produces insanely hot peppers, such as the Reaper is apparently, allegedly from crossing a Tobago pepper with a pepper from Pakistan, and the Primo is said to be a cross between the 7-pot from Trinidad with a Nagamorich from Bangladesh, and the Butla, the Nagla, the Big Mama series of peppers. Many of the world's very, very hottest peppers are crosses between Trinidadian peppers and peppers from Southeast Asia, like India and Bangladesh. So again, it might be this additive principle, where if you have genes that are in the capsaicin biosynthesis pathway, you might be able to add them together rather than swapping them, which is what might happen if you were to, say, cross one Trinidadian pepper with another Trinidadian pepper, or separately cross one Indian pepper with, say, a Bangladeshi pepper. Those are very closely related, and they probably have the same type of genes in very similar chromosomal locations, where if you were to cross these distantly related ones, you might be able to kind of combine them and add them together. That's the idea. So how am I applying that logic here of crossing distantly related superhots? I've got some Dorset Nagas, I've got some Nagamorich, I've got some types of boot, and I've got some of the world's hottest Trinidadian peppers. I've got Moruga, I've got Scorpion, I've got Douglas, I have some 7-pot, and anyway, I'm trying to mix those all up and see what comes out in the next generation. And I'm also throwing in another distantly related pepper, which is the Fatali. So I've heard from some people that have tried enough super hot peppers to really know when something's a scorcher, and the word on the street is without Scoville testing, the Reaper Tali, which is a cross between Reaper and a Fatali, and the Primo Tali, similar cross, which is a Primo, 7-pot Primo, times a Fatali, which is a Congolese pepper, are extremely hot. So I've got some Fatali crosses, I've got a Moruga times a Fatali, and I've got a Fatali times a I don't know what, some kind of super hot, that are both very, very aromatic and extremely hot. And I'm going to try to mix that kind of genes in there. So thinking some African genes, some Trinidadian genes, and some Southeast Asian genes. I'm going to try to mix those up and see if I can't come out with something that is a new world record after sufficient stabilization and selecting for in future generations some of the most wicked. So I'm really just doing this for fun, and I know for some people this is big business and they take it extremely serious because there's a lot of money on the line. I'm not one of those people. I'm a hobby grower, and I'm just doing this for fun, and a former biology teacher that is trying to think through some of the genetic logic that underlies some of the world's hottest peppers, and thinking, well, how can I crossbreed and then and do some selection to figure out how to maybe break a new world record, since the Carolina Reaper has been the king since I think 2013, and so that's a good 7-year run. And prior to that, that world record was being broken every like 6 months, quite quickly. And I have no doubt in my mind that it's possible to produce something hotter than the Carolina Reaper, since there already are so many peppers that, without scientific evidence, are said to be hotter just by people's experience of eating them. And so, yep, wanting to play with some genetics and see if a new world record can't be set.